Hey LinkedIn. Now today I want to talk about defining things. So I've worked with a couple of clients recently, and I've worked with a lot of clients previously who are using words, phrases and concepts that either A, they've created, or B, they exist but they're using them. But one thing is often lacking in these scenarios, and it can have a real detrimental impact to your sales conversations if you don't have it, and a real positive if you do, and that's being able to define something. So if I throw out terms that you like, clear sales message or selling confidence or anything like that, it's fairly reasonable for me to expect somebody to say, what's a clear sales message? What do you mean by that, James? And if I don't have a defined answer, pretty much the same answer I'm going to use every time, it makes a huge detrimental impact on the conversation. We know, thanks to emotional contagion, the kind of energy transfer that we get when we talk to people, or even when we watch them in a video like this, if somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, if they're lying to you, or if they're kind of thinking and making up as they go along, it will become apparent to you. So if I say to you, hey, what do you mean by a clear sales message? And then I shoot back to, well, actually a clear sales message is these very defined things. That's great. It's confident. You're exuding confidence, certainty and expertise, which is what I'm looking for if I'm going to buy from you. If I ask you what a clear sales message is and then you kind of hesitate, well, you know, blah, 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 and you go around the houses, and looking away is generally the biggest key, because when somebody looks away, they're thinking, and I'll do it on these videos because these are unscripted and I'm literally just talking as it comes out. So sometimes I'll look away and I'm thinking about stuff and then I'll say it. But that has a more detrimental effect if I'm looking to buy from you, because if you're selling me a clear sales message or whatever this thing happens to be, I would expect you to have a pretty tight definition of it. If you don't, it kind of implies that maybe you're not as good at this as you claim to be, and that's not the case, but it has negative connotations. So we have this classic issue where your ability to communicate your offering actually implies your overall ability, thanks to something known as correlation and causation. So you can be the best in the world at what you do, but if you're terrible at explaining it, people will presume that you're terrible at it because they take the same ability and transpose it. So today's message, it's a real round the houses rant, apologies, but today's message is about defining things. If you're using words, phrases, terms, concepts, whatever, I urge you to have a very tight and succinct definition of what those things are, because at some point you will be challenged, and if you're not challenged, you can seed the conversation anyway and say, look, this is what a clear sales message is, this is what selling confidence is, whatever it happens to be, and you can get that in the conversation first of all. If you don't have it, it can be detrimental to your business. If you do have it, it can really make all the difference. So that's it for today. Take care, LinkedIn.